Battery life on a smartphone is becoming more of a concern now than ever before, as phones keep on getting powerful and slimmer at the same time. Even though there has been some solutions to that in the form of fast charging and better power optimization, it wouldn't hurt if you could squeeze a bit more juice out of your battery. So here are some of my tips to do just that. So the first tip is to reduce your screen timeout time. So screen timeout is basically the time it takes for your phone to go to sleep. So ideally it's best if you keep it as low as possible, but for me the sweet spot is around 30 seconds. That way it's not too short, neither too long. So the next tip is especially for people with AMOLED screens on their phone, and that is to use a plain black wallpaper. This tip is really underrated, but it really does improve your battery life, especially on smartphones with very high pixel density displays, since the blacks on an AMOLED screen doesn't draw any power. Even some of the apps out there have options to enable a black theme throughout its UI, so using them will also help. So the next step is actually installing an app by the name Pixel Filter. So go on to the link in the description and download it. What this app does is that it turns off some pixels on the screen in a certain pattern so that it conserves battery life without sacrificing too much on the screen quality. All you have to do is go ahead and select from a list of various percentage markers denoting the percentage of pixels you want to turn off and hit enable. If you're not satisfied with the built-in patterns, you can also create custom patterns. To be honest guys, it's all about trial and error to find the perfect pattern. For me personally, I find that the 50% pattern gives me the best screen quality to battery life ratio. This app works really well with phones with small screens and Quad HD displays. That being said, you can use this on just about any device. It's all about finding the right balance. Next up, we have another app called Greenify. Greenify allows you to put your apps into deep hibernation so that they're not constantly awake in the background sipping on your battery. Now I know Android already has that functionality in the form of doors, but what Greenify offers is more like a refined version of doors. Unlike doors, which gets activated only after an hour or so of remaining stationary, aggressive doors gets activated within minutes. This app also allows you to automatically hibernate misbehaving apps. You can do this by hitting the plus sign on the top and selecting all the apps you want to hibernate. So now when you turn your screen off, all the apps you have selected will be put into hibernation. This app works best with root enabled, but you can also use it on non-root mode with the absence of some features. So that's all the tips I have for you guys today. Hope you enjoyed and see you in the next video.